Hello. Just getting things ready. Hi guys, hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing good for another Sunday kickoff. Let's see. Simic. Oh, the first comment is hating on Robertson, and I kind of love it. Simicast. Simicast starting, thank God. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Was it the last game where it was the last game, wasn't it? Where Robertson tried to set up Iwobi 3 times, so he crossed it to Iwobi. Iwobi messed up. Then he headed it to Iwobi, so he gave him a second chance. And then I think he got the deflection as well. So he gave Iwobi basically three chances to score. I didn't have a chance to do a predicted lineup this time, but if I did, I would have put Simicast in it. Because yeah, I can't handle any more Robertson. And the thing is with Robertson, he's got there's a little cult. I've talked about this before, but there's like a cult of Robertson where you just can't, you just kind of, you can't ever say anything negative against Robertson. It gets on my nerves. Jimmy says no Nunes on the bench. I'm surprised that one didn't get a thank God as well. But yeah, Nunes hasn't really done anything the past few games. Slot kind of brings him on for the last 5-10 minutes, but even then, it's like, what's the point? So yeah, not surprised on that. Snus is in the house. Hope you're doing good, Snus. I agree. So tired of Robertson. Yeah, same. I just can't handle that anymore. Hopefully Gomez is back soon, and Gomez can play left back instead. Let's see them cook. 100%. Let's see them cook. They're just coming out now. I've got a good feeling about the game today. So let's see how it goes. Indigo Piranha agrees with Snus. Robin's posted the lineups. Thank you, Robin. The exact time I'm reading this lineup, they're showing it on the screen at the same time. Allison, Bradley, Kanate, Van Dijk, Simicast. Okay. Gravenberch, McAllister, Jones. So Szoboszlai dropped. Salah, Diaz, and Jota. Bench, Kelleher, Yaros. 2 keepers. Interesting. Kwanzaa, Robertson, Endo, Szoboszlai, Elliott, Chiesa, Gakpo. So that's looking pretty good. West Ham, Areola, Kilman, I don't even know who that is. Mavropanos, Todibo, Wan-Bissaka, Ward-Prowse, Soler, Scholes, Bowen, Paqueta, Kudos. Okay, decent players to be fair. Fabianski, Kufal, Fulkrug, Gilherm, Alvarez, Rodriguez, Souček, Emerson, and Ferguson. Decent bench as well. Not bad. I've seen a lot worse. Let's put it that way. Lucy says Nunes can't even make the squad. Definitely getting sold. Yeah, I think he's definitely gone in the summer. They did the whole thing last year where they wanted to kind of assess the squad, if you remember that. And I think they've fully assessed the squad now, and I think they've made their mind up, shall we say? Snus says Nunes is not doing anything whether yeah, exactly. He's not going to do anything whether he comes on or not. Like, he seems to have motivation for the first 5 minutes. He'll kind of run around a little bit. But after that, the remaining 25 minutes, it does absolutely nothing. Yeah. Don't matter if he's in the subs. Yeah. It's a pointless substitution at this point. He's playing like a player who knows that he's going to go. So he doesn't really need to make any effort anymore. Lucy says true. Sinus says he's not impacting at all. So might as well have Chiesa instead. Yeah, 100%. At least when Chiesa comes on, he looks like he's making an effort and he looks like he's trying. And he's also quite effective. He scored the goal against Newcastle, and even when he hasn't scored, he's looked okay. So yeah, at this point, Chiesa over Nunes every time. Erica says this will finish 3-0 to us, maybe 3-1. I think that's pretty good prediction. I think we'll get a couple of goals. Not Newcastle. West Ham might get one, or they might get none. So I think 3-0, 3-1 is pretty accurate. Goku says, just a friendly reminder that Arsenal are awful and Liverpool will win the league. Yeah, especially yesterday. Was it Brentford that they were playing, and they couldn't even win that game at home. So yeah, Arsenal are terrible. Consistently second, so they have some level of consistency. It's just second every single time. So who cares about finishing runner-up every year? Kim says, nice kit, thank you. This is the current one. I quite like this one. Snus says, you'll never walk alone. Indeed. Unless you're Robertson. Or is that going too far? Nunes comp says, thoughts on Salah new contract. Yeah, great news. Always kind of thought it would happen. Always kind of had a feeling it would happen. I think the thing is with Salah, there was never really any rumours about other clubs. So Trent was linked with Madrid. But with Salah, you never really heard rumours about, say, Bayern Munich or, I don't know, Inter Milan. There was never really rumours. So always kind of felt that it would happen. Sinus says, I think it's amazing. Yeah, 100%. It was important to get Van Dijk or Salah tied down first. I thought it would be Van Dijk, but it's Salah done first, no problem. So yeah, it's good news. Now get Van Dijk's contract sorted and let's build a crazy team. Yeah, I think if we can get that second one sorted, which apparently is gonna be sorted soon, then we can sell the players that we need to kind of sell in the summer, and then kind of go from there. So yeah, really interested to see who we bring in. I'm just gonna start this timer so I don't forget, because otherwise I'll forget, because they're just about to kick off. So I got my hand over the they're gonna take a few more seconds, but I got my hand over the timer thing. Because I was like, I think Snus was recommending putting a timer, and oh fuck, they've kicked off. But I think I'm okay. I'm just waiting for the thing to come up. You know, sometimes it takes a few seconds for them to show the timer. Pretty much bang on. I think I'm half a second ahead, but that's good enough for me. Nunes comp 400, yeah, and Kanate too. Robbo can leave on a free. Yeah, I think the Kanate contract's another important one. Don't want to give him too much money, and I think Snus has alluded to that in his comment there, saying a Kanate, give him a better contract, like 140, no 200. Yeah, I think that's fair. Maybe max 150, because I think he's on about 80ish now. 150 is a nice round number, pretty much kind of doubles it. But I think 200 is crazy money. If he was to get another contract after this, maybe that could be 200, 210. But I think the 150 range, I think that's more than fair, and I think that's more than generous. We're still gonna try to get Isaac. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Depending on kind of what the fee is. And depending on if he can kind of stay fit, but yeah, there's of all the strikers available, he's the best one, so we should be aiming to get the best one, right? And then we go get Kerkez and Dean Huijsen and a right back. Yeah, Kerkez I'm super excited about. Premier League proven, young, not too expensive from a wage perspective, which I think is important because it keeps the players hungrier. I think what we see sometimes from a Man United perspective is as soon as you join, whether you're Euro, whether you're Sancho, whether you're whatever young player, straight away they give them 300 grand a week, and then they don't really maintain that hunger. And then if you know you're going to get paid 300 grand a week for the next 5 years, they then don't really bother. So I think that's another thing I like about Huijsen and Kerkez. They'll be on kind of relatively modest wages, which gives them that motivation to improve. And Huijsen's another one. He looks so good on the ball. I know he's still 19, like turning 20 next week, but it looks. I think he's the one. Only kind of slight concern is that Real Madrid and them lot are in. Just a corner to Liverpool. Simicas is going to take it, so it's not going to hit the first man. So let's see what happens. It's taking it. I think that's the Cop end or Anfield Road end. Goes out to Jones. Jones whips in the rebound. Van Dijk heads it across. Goes to Salah. Goes back out to Jones. I think Salah was offside. But yeah, if we get Kerkez and Huijsen, and especially if we sort those two early, I'd be super happy. Not too sure who the right back is yet, but yeah, Trent's going. we need one of those as well. And a midfielder, and we're good for next season. Yeah, I think you've nailed the priority positions there. So left back Kerkez, centre back Huijsen, a midfielder. I prefer it to be more of a defensive type of midfielder to provide competition for Gravenberch, because I think in the attacking side we're okay. It's just gone for a counter to Luis Diaz. Nice skill by Diaz. Goes to Jota. Defended. Already in the first 4 minutes, we look a lot more kind of up for this at the moment. Snus says hello there, so just make. I think that's when it came on. I've upgraded the camera, and so I think this is pretty good. You can see the white hairs a bit now, so I don't know if that's a good thing, but I think the color's a lot better than the old blurry one. I think so. That's a positive. Chiesa finally gonna get Nunes time. Yeah, I think if we're bringing a attacker off the bench, I'd much rather see Chiesa. I think Nunes is kind of mentally checked out now, because he knows that he's gonna go, and so when he comes on, it doesn't really seem like he's putting much effort in. And I don't think Nunes is even on the bench today, so I think everyone's pretty much moving on at this point. Yeah, he's checked out the hotel 100%. Prediction 5-0. I would love that. I would love 5-0. So far in the first 5 minutes, the team does look like they're playing with a lot more urgency. Perhaps the contract news has kind of uplifted everyone, but it's looking good. Jota, nice through ball to Diaz. Diaz beats his defender, shoots, goes back out. Wolves 1-0 against Spurs. Spurs, mate. What's the high line doing, mate? High line, mate. We're 1-0 down, mate. 1-0 down to Ryan Ait-Newry, mate. High line, mate. 10 players ahead of the ball, mate. Up the pitch, mate. How you go down to Wolves? Aren't Wolves like 15th or something? Yeah, I think it's not looking good for Ange, but Ait-Newry's another one of those who has been linked to us. So it will be interesting to see if we don't get Kerkez, will Ait-Newry be coming in? 1 second. They even told the keeper to go during the high line, mate. Yeah. 11 players ahead of the ball, mate. 11 players, not even 10. I know we sometimes take the piss and say 10, but it's 11. It's 11. Is Ange going to kind of join the high line himself? Make his way across the touchline and get it in the box? 12 men ahead of the ball, mate. That's probably the next tactic. Yeah. kangaroo tactic. 100%. 100%. It's pretty. It is pretty funny. Kanat is starting as well, which is interesting. There were some rumors. There were some rumors that it might be what's his name, Kwanzaa, but it seems to be Kanai. So fair enough with that. Ooh, nice through ball to Salah. Just loses out. I think Salah a few years ago might have got to that, but understandably he's perhaps not as razor fast as he once was. Corner to Liverpool. I think Simicast taking it again, whips it in. Ooh, headed across, but I think it might. Nah, I thought it was going to go out for another corner there, but West Ham just about keep it in. Goes back to Bradley. Happy to see Connor Bradley starting again. Simicast already is showing a lot more energy and a lot more kind of common sense than Robertson has shown in a while. McAllister to Diaz to Simicast. Cross it in! He did cross it in, but he's offside. Unfortunate. Chiesa's on the bench. Chiesa's looking happy. When is Chiesa not happy? He always had more energy than old Robbo. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone's got more energy than old Robbo at this point. They're showing Trent on the bench there, sitting next to Nunes. Headed back by Van Dijk. Good feeling about I got a good feeling about Bradley this game. I think he'll do something special. Goes back to Alisson. Alisson's back as well. It's good to see that. Van Dijk to Alisson. So Liverpool attacking the Anfield Road end, I think. Kanate. Jones is in right back position. Jones, you don't need to be in right back anymore. Bradley's back. You can go back to your normal position. Back to Alisson. Foul on Salah. Yeah, 100% Snus. He thought he was playing right back again. I was like, what are you doing there? Like, you already made us concede a goal from right back the other game. Go back to midfield. We can forget about that little experiment you did at right back. Okay, now we've got Bradley in right back. Much better. Bradley with the ball up. Bradley with a nice ball to Salah. Intercepted by West Ham. Ooh, Gravenberch gets the ball back. Ooh, nice by Gravenberch. Got the ball back, beat two players, and then got fouled. Ball goes Simicast to McAllister to Diaz. I swear Diaz just got fouled, and I swear McAllister just got fouled. They did. They're both on the floor, but thankfully Free kick is given. Referee's doing okay so far. I know we have a tendency to always say that in the first 5 minutes and then they mess up. But right now, ref's looking okay. Gone to McAllister. McAllister a bit deeper than Gravenberch. Interesting. Goes to McAllister again. Goes to Van Dijk. Goes to Luis Diaz. Someone just clattered into the referee, so the referee's on the floor, but McAllister doesn't care. McAllister's attacking. I think that might have gone out again. It's Paqueta, I think. Paqueta should get sent off for attacking the referee, surely. It's only fair. Gone to Bradley. Kanate. Van Dijk. Stevie G 4000's in the house. Hope you're good, Stevie G. You might not be needed on the pitch today, but let's see how it goes in the second half. Gone to Diaz. Gravenberch. To Diaz, edge of the box, crosses it in to Jota. Bradley, edge of the box, take a shot. Oh, no. Close. But I appreciate the what's the word? I appreciate the forward thinking. The fact that he went for a shot. Oh, that took a deflection. That should be a corner. Yeah, clear deflection off Paqueta. McAllister taking another corner. Right hand side, crossed in by McAllister. Headed out by West Ham. Gravenberch gets the rebound. Back to Bradley. To Jones. Salah. Shot by Jones, but saved. Throw in by West Ham. Or goal throw? What's it called? Keeper takes the throw. Goes to Salah though. Liverpool playing with a lot of energy already. Goes to Salah again. Intercepted by West Ham. Kanate to Bradley. Back to Kanate. Throw into Liverpool, surely. Paqueta's been everywhere. He's been linked with Man City again, so it'll be interesting to see if he ends up going, especially with De Bruyne leaving. Some Liverpool fans actually want De Bruyne at Liverpool next season. I'm undecided. Part of me does, part of me doesn't. But I won't be. I can't lie. More of me does than doesn't. But yeah, it will be interesting to see where De Bruyne goes. Kanate long ball up top to Salah. Oh, Salah cuts inside. Take a shot. Just goes slightly wide. Liverpool looking good so far. No major concerns or or anything like that. Alisson, Konate, ball over the top. Ball over the top to Salah. Really nice ball over the top to Salah. Diaz is in a ton of space. And Diaz scores. Nice. I had a feeling that would happen. Not that I'm taking credit for the goal or anything. 1-0 already. Diaz starts again and Diaz scores again. They're just showing the replay. So Alisson to Konate. Konate again. Konate's passing has gotten a lot better this season. Their left back kind of messed it up. Diaz is a mile onside. That Salah pass is amazing. The way it kind of curls. The way it curls to Diaz. It doesn't just kind of go in a straight line. So it kind of curls. So it goes around the defender and then curls back to Diaz. Pretty amazing how that's done. Mo Salah assist indeed. 18-3 more assists. Yeah, I mean if he hasn't broken some sort of record already, he's definitely going to break it. Update the score. Update the score line. That's I was hoping I'd be better at the score line today, but never mind. There we go. So 1-0 and Liverpool attacking again. Diaz just offside. Free kick to West Ham. Throw in to West Ham by the looks of it. Snus says Hussam sounds sick today. Interesting. Could be the weather. Or in England right now the weather's like super hot, so pretty much nobody's sick. But I think is it in Jordan? I think could be a lot cooler there. In Caesar 1-0 against Ipswich. Nice. Lana Streamer, a beautiful 1-0 Diaz. What a pass by Mo. Yeah, the pass was amazing. I need to kind of rewatch that back again. They make it look so easy. West Ham just hit the bar. Thankfully, West Ham is shit. But yeah, it's the way it curls around the defender and then comes back inwards to Diaz. I just find that amazing. Snus says, where is Pixel? I think he's in US, so I think what time could it be in US? It's probably like 9 a.m. something like that in the morning. But yeah, might be around later. We'll see. Played some pretty good games. He was streaming like I think downhill. It's like downhill demolition or something. Some sort of game where you're on a bike and you're racing other people on a bike, but you can also like attack the other drivers. So it's pretty yeah. People should check that out if they they got the time. It's quite entertaining to watch. Right, when Diaz is scoring, he's not here. Yeah, unfortunate. Maybe that's why. Maybe maybe we'll have to tell Pixel not to turn up until Diaz has scored. He might be bad luck for Diaz. Maybe. You might do a Hussam and play the Colombian national anthem. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. I don't even know how the national anthem goes. I'd have to find it on YouTube or something. You might need to, yeah. Well, I think if Diaz keeps scoring, then they might need to play the Colombian national anthem in Anfield on the speakers at this point. They're just replaying. Oh, that was a save by Alisson. That was actually a save by Alisson that they're just replaying. Goal kick though by West Ham. Cleared out. Ball goes to Van Dijk, goes to Salah. Salah on the attack again. Salah with another, I was gonna say with another amazing outfield pass, but he just kicked it straight out. So that one was a bit less amazing. Salah's playing like he's just gotten a new contract. Who would have thought? He's reinforcing now kind of why he was given a new contract. Some people were weirdly a bit upset about it, but I don't know why you would be. He's literally kind of carried the team this season. Gotten another assist today. So yeah, people are a bit strange. Again, I don't overly love Salah or anything and say he's the best thing ever, but you have to kind of admit he's been our best player. And even if you say Van Dijk's been better, okay, fine. But then you at the very least you have to concede he's been one of our best players for the last 7-8 years. Ipswich are actually away against Chelsea for the in-season goal. Chelsea having a bit of a collapse. Yeah, people kept saying Salah will drop off after getting a new contract. He will just not show up. Yeah. He dropped off for about 5 minutes until he got an assist. So, yeah. People just always hate, it seems. It would appear. Gravenberch, though. Gravenberch with a shot gets blocked by West Ham. Goes to Tsimikas. Goes to Van Dijk. Goes to Alisson. Goes to Kanate. Kanate again with the long pass over the top, and again it's almost perfect, but it falls to Jones on the edge of the box. Jones whips a ball into Salah. I thought it was a really good ball, but it perhaps had a bit too much kind of height on it. Goes to McAllister. He had 3 bad games and he's the worst ever. Yeah, that's the weird thing about Salah. People, I feel like with him, for some reason, they just deal in extremes a lot. He's either the best thing ever or he's the worst thing ever. People seem all too eager to kind of jump on him when he doesn't have a good game. He's great. But then as soon as he doesn't have a few good games, then suddenly he's awful. People seem all too quick to want to hate on the guy, and I don't really understand it. Just look at the other game, the Arsenal game a few days ago. Mbappe was invisible, Vinicius was invisible, Rodrigo was invisible, Bellingham was invisible, but you don't see the same being said about those. So yeah, people are strange. West Ham player on the floor. It's Paqueta again. Gravenberch kind of did that, but not enough to cause that much damage. It's like, get up, man. So it looks like it might be a drop ball. Goes to Konate, goes to Van Dijk. Goes to Bradley. Konate. Van Dijk. Ooh, Van Dijk, nice pass over the top to Diaz. I hope Diaz was onside. Poor cross though. Oh, but it goes to... Pinball in the box. Pinball in the box. But the ball's gone out. Jones plays it back to Van Dijk. To Konate. Gone to Salah. Salah tries a kind of through pass, but it just gets intercepted. James Ward-Prowse. I forgot that he still existed. West Ham trying to kind of play out the back, but this ain't the team, guys. This ain't the team to be playing out the back against. You could try it if you want. Bradley again. Come on, Bradley. West Ham play it back. Gamer Cal says Mohamed Salah breaks the record for most goals and assists in a 38-game Premier League season. So we haven't even had 38 games yet, and he's broken the record already. So 45 for Salah, which is this season. Second place was Henry in 2002, 2003, and Haaland recently in 22-23. Wow, amazing. And kind of as we were saying, he's I think this is game 32. I think possibly game 32. Just a what's its face free kick for West Ham. But yeah, he's got 6 games, which is what is 6 games out of 38. A significant percentage, should we say? Almost 20%, I think, of games left to kind of add to that. Sinus says too easy for the king, way too easy for the king, and I think the fact that he's still got a significant amount of games left makes it all the more impressive. Free kick in by West Ham, but just headed out by Van Dijk. No problem for Van Dijk. No problem at all for Van Dijk. Salah versus the fullback. Tried to pass it back to Jones, but Jones wasn't quite quick enough, shall we say. Ipswich 2-0. What's going on with Chelsea, man? They're at home. Everyone was saying at the start of the season that Chelsea were going to win the league, and now they're getting battered by Ipswich. They are. They were kind of proper hyped at the start of the season, but they're proper falling off at this point. What more can you say? Goes to Salah again. Salah kind of very dangerous on the edge of the box for this game. My mate said this is easy today. Unfortunately, it seems like your mate was incorrect. Ipswich are not messing about. Like 1-0, fair enough, 1-0 can happen. Sometimes you can concede. These things happen in football. These things happen in any sport. But to go 2-0 down, yeah, I'd be a bit concerned. He's 100% guaranteed top 4. Where are Chelsea in the league? I'm just going to look this up. Chelsea are 6th, 53 points. But 5th has 1 more point. 4th, which is Man City, have 2 more points. And 3rd, which is Nottingham Forest, have 4 more points. Yeah, so they are 6th, yeah. They are 6th. But to be fair, they're equal on points with Newcastle, who have 2 games less. So Newcastle have played 30 games and have 53 points. Chelsea have played 32 games and have 53 points. So it could be tough. Liverpool and Arsenal guaranteed top 4, I'd say. Whereas from 3rd to 7th, there's just 4 points. And Newcastle have played 2 less games than everyone else. I'd say Newcastle will... I think Newcastle will get it. But I'll be interested to see who the 4th one is. I hope Forest get it. But let's see what happens. Villa to steal Spursies. Yeah. Could happen. I don't know if there's like a 5th spot for the Champions League this year. I heard something about that. So we'll see how that goes. Go to Simicas. Come on, Costas. Goes to Alisson. Goes back to Alisson. Goes to Jones. Goes to Gravenberch. Canate. Jones, who's the deepest of the 3 midfielders at the moment, which is interesting. Goes to Jota. Jota's on the left. Simicas kind of clattered in to the defender there and got a foul. Oh, it's Wan-Bissaka. Okay. I was about to feel sorry for the defender because I was thinking Simicas just ran into him, right? But it's Wan-Bissaka. We don't like Wan-Bissaka for obvious reasons. Okay, well, Wan-Bissaka kind of stopped him from running. So perhaps that's the reason it was given. Goes back to McAllister. Goes to Simicas. Goes to Jones. Goes to Canate. Connor Bradley. Salah. Salah with the ball in. Salah edge of the box. Ooh, nice 1-2 with McAllister. Salah goes down. Surely that's a penalty. Salah's laughing, which makes me think it's probably not a penalty. But that looked... it looked a tad dubious, should we say. Wolves 2-0. Spurs on goal. Nothing is going right for Spurs. It's like, oh God. I feel like if Spurs were called an ambulance, they'd get run over by the ambulance at this point. Like nothing's going right for them. Oh God. I mean, it's funny. There's no but to that. It's just funny. But even then, Spurs are horrendous. We need to keep Ange in a job though. 1-2 Salah and Bradley. Ooh, falls back to Bradley. Bradley crosses it in. I was hoping that would go to Diaz, but it got intercepted. Jed Spence on goal. Perhaps Mr. Jed Spence is trying to engineer a move away, perhaps. Scoring on goals would be a way to do it. Goes to Wan-Bissaka. Like, what's Wan-Bissaka going to do? Let's be honest. Oh, there's a ton of space on the right-hand side, and that's exactly where they play it. West Ham. Goes to Jared Bowen, who's been quite invisible this game. And almost got an assist, but it was offside. Yeah, good defending by Tsimikas, keeping the player offside. They're just showing the 1-2 with McAllister and Salah. I wouldn't mind a penalty being given for that. But Salah was laughing though. Yeah, I don't know if that is any indication that it was not a penalty. Tsimikas to Jota to Diaz, goes back to the keeper. Goes back to West Ham. West Ham trying to press, trying to play their way out of the press. They're doing an okay job at the moment. Ooh, nice through ball to Bowen. Bradley needs to get back. Bradley does get back, and then Bradley wins the ball. Nice. So he was kind of out of position to begin with, but then managed to win the ball. We would have scored 3 already if Isaac was our striker. Yeah. The difference between having a good finisher and having a finished finisher. Yeah, Isaac's got pretty much everything to his game, hasn't he? He's got good finishing ability. He's 2-footed. He can head the ball. He's got the physical attributes in terms of pace, power, technicality. So yeah. We'd be 3-0 up if we had... Or we'd have 3 more if we had Isak. Maybe we'd have 2 more if we had Cunha. Ball goes to McAllister. Goes to Salah. Goes to Gravenberch. Goes to Jones. Goes back to Gravenberch. Goes back to Bradley. Liverpool basically playing keep ball by the looks of it. Maybe we're trying to get to the end of the half 1-0 up, but I think we can get another. Yeah, the players trying to close down Van Dijk, and it's like, nothing's gonna happen, right? Beautiful assist from Salah. So much open space, and he can just pull the ball onto the back post from Diaz. Yeah, Salah's one of the only players who seems to be able to do that. It seems to be something that he's added to his game in recent years. That kind of curvy type of pass that goes to the opposite side winger. It just shows how he's kind of adapted his game a bit as he's gotten older. Back in the day, he perhaps would have used his raw pace and just ran towards the goal and smacked it. But now that he's perhaps not as quick as he once was, which is fine because everyone gets older. Now he's kind of integrated a lot more kind of passing into his game. And I think that's allowed him to get a lot more assists these days. Because back in the day, he didn't get as many assists. But these days, he seems to get a lot more assists. Because that's what happens when you're in the gym all day and you're on the training field all day. Yeah, 100%, definitely. So that's another reason why the whole age discussion I don't think was as big a deal with Salah, because he seems to rely on his pace a lot less these days. West Ham player with an awful shot, and Graham Potter's like, oh, close, and like me, that wasn't close. Goes to Bradley. Back to Van Dijk. Simicas ball over the top to Jota. Jota to Diaz. Oh, come on. Offside again? Offside again by the looks of it. Yeah. Not too much happening. It's like Liverpool are trying to attack, but the attacks are kind of coming to nothing at the moment. West Ham now. Again, there's a ton of space on the right. Like sometimes Bradley needs to, not leave such a gaping hole there. Cleared by Van Dijk, I think. It's a corner then. I'd be so annoyed if they scored from this, given the kind of timing and given that they haven't really done anything. If they scored just before half time, gonna be like proper annoyed. Gravenberch on Paqueta and Jota also on Paqueta. Well, to be fair, they're not on Paqueta. I think it might be zonal. But anyway. Corner in by Ward-Prowse. Oh my god, the guy got a free header and thankfully he just went over. That's literally what I was worried about. We're very lucky that went over. The guy got like a completely free header. He attacked that zone in between Konate and Van Dijk, and perhaps that's the weakness of zonal marking sometimes. So it's like Van Dijk's at the front, Konate's at the back. So West Ham just put a cross in the middle. But thankfully nothing much happened. So that's the first half done. We can breathe. I mean, saying we can breathe a sigh of relief is perhaps a exaggeration. Like it hasn't. We've never looked under too much danger. But that last chance was just a bit annoying. Swiss Marco says Anfield needs to liven up. Can't let complacency kick in. Yeah, and it almost kind of kicked in there. Almost kind of kicked in. Yeah, I love that emoji. I don't know who it is. Do you like that? Tractor boys doing it. Yeah, everyone's doing it apart from Arsenal. Let's put it that way. Second half, we can score 2, 3, maybe 4 goals. Yeah, is that 4 goals in total or 4 goals in addition to the one that we have? I should perhaps stop the timer, right? See, I seem to be better with the timer than the score. I don't know why. I go here. I'm gonna set it back to 45. Look at that. I was up till 1 a.m. the other day sorting this timer. I think it might be 1:30 a.m. after the last game. Was it Fulham? And then Snus said we need a timer. I think Pixel also agreed that we needed a timer. So then I had to figure out how to set it up. I needed one that I could reset and all that. But yeah, it seems to be working. 4 with the one we got. Okay, so like five goals. I'd be pretty happy with that. It would send a real. I think it'd send a real statement. Damn, yeah. To be fair, I was doing other things at the same time, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sort out this timer today because if I don't do it today, I'm gonna forget. But glad to have got it working. I think. So I'm gonna do my standard thing of checking the comments at half time. Very dominant, very complacent, a bit frustrating. If we're going to stroll around, give Chiesa and Endo minutes. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Very dominant and very complacent. It is a weird combination, but I think it accurately describes this game. If we're going to stroll around, give Chiesa and Endo minutes. Bradley, Mo and Diaz look great. Yeah, great. Jota hasn't looked too good. Jota also is kind of playing like a guy who's kind of mentally checked out a bit. I don't know if that's true. It's just an observation I'm making, but it kind of feels a bit like that. People are saying it's like a training session. Salah looks so happy. Yeah, Salah does look happy. It's amazing what kind of a new contract can do. Jota's decision making has been very poor recently. Yeah, it has. Someone else is saying, "Oh, good. Oh, how good it feels to have a proper right back." Yeah, you see the difference when kind of Bradley plays versus Kwanzaa there, which I really don't like. I really don't like Kwanzaa at right back. He just looks like a tall centre back, out of position, kind of thing. It just looks weird. But yeah, having Bradley there, it kind of shows the difference with respect to having like a proper fullback. Flexi says massively improved. West Ham are incredibly poor for the talent they have. That's kind of what I was thinking. You know, when we were going over the lineups at the start, and we said, "Oh, okay, Areola's decent keeper, Paqueta." Lots of people love Paqueta, kind of kudos and so forth. For the players they have, they don't really seem to play that well. Bowen, like Jared Bowen, has looked pretty, kind of pretty invisible, I'd say. So yeah, for the players that West Ham have, they don't seem to be kind of playing all that well, which is good for us, but not good for West Ham. Would take kudos here any day. Yeah, I wouldn't mind kudos. I think it'd be a bit expensive. I don't think he's had as good a season this season as he had last season. Last season he was on fire. This season it perhaps hasn't gone so good for him. But sometimes when you move to a better team with better players around you, that can rejuvenate you. So he's an option for us this year, Kudos. I don't know if we'll definitely get Kudos, but he's an option. Salah and Diaz were brilliant. Salah and Diaz have played very well. Thought Jones was excellent in the press and positionally as well. Yeah, mostly positionally. Jones. There was that one time he thought he was a right back again, but yeah, mostly everyone's playing well. I just hope this playing well doesn't develop into complacency in the second half. Curtis was fine at first, but yeah, we're missing a lot of speed and overlapping. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. I think that's fair. Bradley has speed and overlaps a lot. Yeah, and I think that's the difference with respect to having a proper right back versus having like a Kwanzaa who plays there versus having a Jones who plays there, and even kind of having a Gomez who plays there. You see the difference, kind of having a natural right back versus having somebody who's just kind of doing a job. That's a good point as well. That helps Salah a lot, having a natural kind of right back behind him to make runs. Because if Bradley makes runs, it kind of frees up Salah a little bit. Bradley's passing is also quite good. You see the difference with Bradley's passing compared. I think Bradley's passing is even better than Jones's passing, to be honest. So I think that shows the difference, having a natural right back in the team. And that's also why we need to go for another right back in the summer when Trent leaves, because it looks like he is leaving now. Riff says, we are extremely relaxed and that might bite us again. Yeah, I'd say we're very relaxed, perhaps not quite extremely relaxed. I think we are still making chances. Like if it's a 5 out of 10, I'd rather see like a 6 out of 10. You know what I mean? So right now it's like 5 out of 10 relaxed, 5 out of 10 urgency. Maybe increase the urgency to kind of 6. You don't need to go 100% against these guys. But yeah, a bit more. The fact that they thought putting a kid up against Salah kind of bad. Yeah, yeah. Imagine being excited to play and then you find out it's Salah. You're up against Salah. Not ideal. Salah has gotten the better of him a lot, I'd say. Salah's kind of cut inside a lot. Salah's made the space a lot. Salah's just kind of dribbled past him a lot, a fair amount as well. So I don't think said youngster's having the greatest game, but it's a learning experience. Baptism by fire. We are always very relaxed the first half. Yeah. We tend to turn it on in the second half. I think some people were calling a second half FC recently. but yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the goal. Happy enough with that goal, I'd say. I don't know why it seems to be. I think it's a bit strange. With Klopp to a certain degree, it was the opposite. I felt like we were more kind of first half FC back then. Perhaps because we'd kind of use up all our energy in the first half, and then we'd have none left for the second half. But with the new manager, we seem to be more second half FC. Maybe we're conserving our energy. But yeah, not bad. Not a entirely bad half, should I say. Mo's on that new contract high, it says. Yeah. You can tell sometimes when players get new contracts. They have like extra motivation. Yeah. If we can win this, we will then be on 78 points, I think. And Arsenal will be on 63. Is that right? No. If we win this, we'll be on 76 points because we're not drawing right now. So if we win this, we'll be on 76 points. Arsenal will be on 63. So we'll be 13 points ahead with 18 points to be have won. At this point, pretty much as good as done, I'd say. We'll need a second minimum, but with our chill out attitude and set piece defending, we'll likely need a third. Yeah, West Ham seem to kind of be there. West Ham seem to kind of be there for the taking. Like where are West Ham in the league? So West Ham are 17th. The 17th, but they're in no danger of relegation because Ipswich are in 18th, but West Ham are 12 points ahead. So yeah, I think West Ham are kind of playing like a team who've got nothing left to play for. So yeah, they're there for the taking. Let's kind of get more goals. Let's get Salah even further up the kind of GA table. I know he's already set the record, but let's set a record that no one's ever gonna break. Flexi says Salah has been unplayable. Really fun to watch. We've been good for the most part, but let them back in towards the end. Need a second goal. Yeah, I got a bit nervous, and I think everyone got a bit nervous when that corner went in at 45 minutes, and and their player got a free header. Thankfully for us, it went over the bar. But yeah, I think a second goal will proper kind of kill off West Ham. They still seem to be playing like they've got a bit of hope, but I think the second goal will just kind of take all motivation out of them. Snus says Van Dijk #1 at passes, 2,451 passes. I mean that must be for the season, right? But even then. Even if that... Could that be for the season or is that overall? That seems like an insane number of passes. So yeah, what time frame is that stat for? I'm curious. Gamer Kel says, started the game really well, but dropped intensity massively the last 15 minutes. Gave them avenues back into the game for absolutely no reason. Need another goal because they've got players that can hurt us. Yeah, they've still got kind of your Bowens, your Kuduses, even your Paquetas and so forth. So yeah, I do think that second goal will kill them off. They're playing like a team who just kind of knows that they have to come to work today, but nothing much is gonna happen. So yeah, second goal will kill their motivation. Let's be real. He will set a record nobody will beat. He will break the assist record and make the Thierry Henry record, 30 plus goals and 21 assists. Yeah, I think given that after this, so not including this, but after this there'll be another six games. So yeah, he can push himself out even further. Yes, the season in the Premier League. Wow. So 2,451 passes for Van Dijk this season. Again, that shows the importance of Van Dijk, and I'd like to think that's another reason why he's getting a new contract. Because we can get another centre back, but are they going to have his passing range? Are they going to have his passing volume? I don't think so. So second half just starting. I'm gonna try and line up the timer perfectly again. It's really annoying because they don't show the timer at the kickoff. They show the timer 10 seconds after, and so I'm trying to guess when to click it. But it's okay. I can adjust it afterwards if I'm off. So Liverpool players just coming out. Diaz coming out. They're just warming up for now. Second place is Levi Colwill with 2,181. Nice. Levi Colwill was a player that was linked with Liverpool not too long ago, but I think he signed a new contract with Chelsea, didn't he? So that's probably not going to happen now. But yeah, sign of the times, isn't it? That defenders are doing this many passes. It wasn't always like that. It wasn't like that in my day. But what can you say? Slot's coming out, looking very angry. So I think it started now. Yeah, my timer is close enough. Guardiol number 3 with 2,135. Interesting. That seems like a lot. Even when you said 2,400, I was like, is that the start of the season or is that like for his entire career? But no. Crazy stats. So second half has started. Free kick to Liverpool. Free kick at the Cop end. Tsimikas and McAllister over the ball. Saliba with 2,134. So Saliba's in 4th position. I'm surprised he's not 2nd. So it looks like Tsimikas is probably going to take this. And McAllister takes it. Ooh, nice free kick by McAllister. He actually went for a shot, top corner. But Areola made a really nice save. Jones Salah to McAllister, cleared for another corner. Starting positively. Nice free kick. I don't know if it hit the bar or if the keeper got a hand to it. When I first saw it, I thought the keeper got a hand to it, but they're showing the replay now. Yeah, it's quite hard to tell. But Tsimikas taking a corner now. Crossed in by Tsimikas. Headed out by West Ham. Cleared by West Ham. Goes back to Bradley. McAllister should be our number 1 corner taker and free kick taker. Yeah. Very good from a dead ball perspective. The only perhaps tweak I'd make is if it's a corner on the left hand side, there might be a reason for Tsimikas to do it because Tsimikas is left footed. But yeah, if it's Robertson playing, for example, I don't want to see Robertson take a corner because it's a waste of a corner. Because if Robertson takes it, it's going to hit the first man. So yeah, if Tsimikas is on the pitch, I'm happy for Tsimikas to take the ones on the left. But if Tsimikas is not on the pitch, McAllister take everything. Diaz beats his man again. Diaz is playing like a guy possessed today. It's because Pixel is not here. So it's good. It's good luck for Diaz when Diaz is the only one. Yeah, he beats his man, but ends up just taking the ball out with him. Forget Robbo. Yeah, I wish we all could. I think that might be a free kick to Liverpool or maybe a throw-in. Todibo was kind of faffing about on the ball. Pixel is controlling him with a console controller, yeah. And if you see the adverts on Anfield, it says Google Pixel, so he's there in spirit. You'll see it. It'll change again on the advertising hoardings. Yeah, that is why. I thought Jones won the ball there. So Slot has made some changes for this game, and it looks like those changes are working out. It's interesting that Jones got the nod instead of Elliott. I don't know what that then means for the summer, whether Elliott is still going to be here or not. But so far it seems okay. Chelsea got one back, 2-1 Zebe, on goal, 46. So Chelsea now 2-0, 2-1 down at home to the mighty Ipswich. Ball goes to Kanate. Kanate just passes it straight back. Goes to Diaz. The ball went right to Jota there, and he still kind of managed to mess it up. Goes to Bowen. But thankfully, nothing happens. Bowen was just offside. Bradley with the ball. Goes to Van Dijk. Ball in, but it's gone for a corner. Kilman. I think Kilman ended up clearing it there. McAllister taking a corner. Got a good feeling about this corner. Appreciate I say that about every corner. McAllister puts his left arm up, whatever that means. Cleared by West Ham. McAllister, what's he doing there? what was that? I don't know if he tried to lob the keeper, but he almost kind of lobbed the keeper with this weird. I mean, he looks like he meant it. I mean, that would have been an amazing goal if that went in. It looks like he meant it, not like it was an accident or anything. McAllister, another corner. Ooh, nice corner. I thought that one might have been going in. Paqueta just kind of dancing around everyone quite successfully there. Kerry says Diogo is not in it at all. Get Lucho or Chiesa up front. Yeah. Even kind of when the ball goes to Jota, he kind of gets out muscled. And again, it seems like he's not putting much effort in. It seems like he knows he's going. The kind of way I've described it before is, you know, when you're leaving your job in a month, what's the point? What's the point in putting effort in? What's the point coming in on time? Like, he's playing a bit like that. It's bizarre. And I think Kerry's kind of hit the nail on the head there with the second comment. Jota gets out-muscled, and that's happened repeatedly, by the way. Jota gets out-muscled, then slowly trots behind the player running past him. At least put some effort in. Yeah, he just doesn't. He just seems to not have the level of strength that we've kind of seen before, and not have the level of effort, and not have the level of urgency either. It's bizarre. Snus says put in. Yeah, perfect substitution. Perfect substitution. Let's get Cody on, and let's get Jota off. Diaz up top. Yeah, I'd prefer Diaz in the middle and Cody on the left. Yeah. That's like, as a substitution, that makes so much sense. So I'm hoping that's the first one that happens. Brianna says Jota is so weak. Yeah, literally what I was saying. Like, he doesn't seem to have that level of strength anymore to kind of hold off a player. He just keeps getting out muscled, and when he gets out muscled, when he loses the ball, which is okay, then his shoulders is like, oh okay. Like, he doesn't really have that. He's not really showing that aggression to get the ball back. The pressure graph post game is going to be crazy from McAllister. Yeah, he's having another amazing performance in midfield. Perhaps there's an argument that McAllister's been our third best player this season, maybe. So maybe Salah first, Van Dijk second, and then maybe McAllister third. Or maybe some people might put McAllister second. But yeah, £30 million, guys. 30 million. West Ham now. West Ham started to slowly come back into it, and again, not significantly so, but enough for me to go, They're getting a bit of a second wind, like in boxing. Liverpool pressing very well. Decent pressing by Jota there, to be fair. Ball goes to Curtis Jones. Jones is just going to play it back. Fair enough. Keep the ball, guys. Goes to Kanate. Goes to Bradley. Has Bradley gotten like way taller in the last week, or is it just me? I mean, he looks like a bit taller. It's gone to Tsimikas. Gone to Van Dijk. Gone to Bradley. And I think that's another thing that that Liverpool can offer a lot of kind of younger players, to say, look, there's a pathway into the team for you. We aren't just going to buy you and then play you a few times, and then if you don't bang within 3 weeks, you're gone. It's like, no. Look at Conor Bradley. Slowly brought him into the team, and you could perhaps make the argument that he's the starting right back now. Say, oh God, Robertson's coming. Why are you bringing Robertson on? Why are you bringing Robertson? Like, Gakpo's coming on fine, but like, why? Why is he bringing Tsimikas off? Tsimikas has played fine. What's the reason? What did the... Trying really hard not to swear. But like, why? Tsimikas has been fine. He's been fine. And he hasn't like made any mistakes or anything. He's been defensively very good. He's had a lot of energy. Why are you bringing him off? Fucking annoyed about this. Spurs scored 1-2. Oh, perfect. Nice goal, mate. We want to keep Ange in a job. I don't mind Spurs scoring purely for that reason. Yeah, he just loves to annoy us. Why are you bringing Robertson on? If like Robertson does 3 assists to, I know we don't have a Volby, I don't know, to Jared Bowen or something, then we can say we caused this by ourselves. Tsimikas was playing perfectly fine. I've had such a good weekend, and just seeing Robertson again, like, look, they're getting in on the left hand side because you brought Robertson on. You brought Robertson on, and within 2 minutes they bombed down the left hand side and put a cross in. I very rarely actually get annoyed about football unless it's like a dumb substitution. Like I know some people scream at everything, but like I generally don't. But I might lose it this game. Like, what? Within 2 minutes. Yeah, that's it. Play down the right hand side. Fucking hell! Again, they just had a chance. They just had a chance there. Like it was stable. It was stable. We were attacking. Like the defense was stable, and the attack was playing fine, and the midfield was playing quite well. But as soon as Robertson comes on, they've now had 2 chances. This is annoying as hell, man. Yeah, it's just for a game that like nobody was particularly nervous about. Now I'm getting like a bit concerned. But I'd rather the ball stayed on the right hand side. Gone to Gakpo. Gakpo's on the left, which is what we kind of hoped for. Gakpo to Robertson. Robertson loses the ball. Why are we doing this? Robertson is so washed. Yeah, he's been washed the entire season. I'm just annoyed, I'd say. Beyond washed. Is there a level beyond washed? Because that's what he is. Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely Diaz kind of more centrally now. West Ham attacking again. Good tackle by Bradley. Flexi says, fair play to Tsimikas. Can't remember the last time he played for Liverpool. yeah. When was the last time? But he put in a solid 60 minutes. He looked good. Like he was playing well. And he wasn't making a lot of mistakes. I hope it's a fitness thing, and I don't know. He doesn't have the, he's not in a good enough condition maybe to play 60 minutes. But yeah, but as you're saying there, and even looked happy with himself while being substituted for Robertson. Well, I want to see Tsimikas start the next game as well. Wolves 3-1. Wow. 3-1, mate. Jorgen Strand Larsen. You could be happy with that. Norwegian player, right winger. I might have to check out the goal afterwards. Goku says Robertson by this time. Nah, this bold fraud has lost. Yeah. Oh god. Just when I just saw him like warming up on the side, I was like, what is this? There are games when you need Robertson, but this didn't feel again, I'm sounding a bit like a broken record, but yeah, it's happened now, so no point me crying about it. I'll just see what happens. Bradley gets fouled. It's a free kick in a nice position. Fouled by Ward-Prowse. Free kick to McAllister in a pretty good position. Yeah, McAllister is definitely the specialist free kick taker for us now. Headed out by West Ham, but it goes to Gakpo on the edge of the box. Gakpo to Robertson, who just misses the ball. Why is he on the pitch? Why is he on the... Again, like, I'm not overreacting, and have fucking West Ham are through and have a fucking one-on-one with Alisson. Alisson thankfully saves it because he's Alisson. But you know what I mean. And that happened because Robertson lost his man. Robertson lost his man there, and Robertson played was the deepest defender who played Bowen onside. Robertson lost his man, and Van Dijk was playing Bowen offside. Bradley was playing Bowen offside. Who's the other one? Kanate was playing Bowen offside. But Robertson plays him onside. What are we doing? Corner now. Corner to West Ham. This is a disaster. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Fucking hell. What are we doing? We just like deliberately, with this obsession, with making things harder for ourselves. And I don't understand. Jones is coming off. Kwanzaa's coming on. Hopefully for Robertson. Szoboszlai's coming on. Okay, so he's bringing on Kwanzaa for Bradley to give a bit more protection because he's brought Robertson on. Szoboszlai, whose hair seems to grow an extra meter every week, is on for Jones. It's another corner now to Liverpool. Corner. No, just kind of rolls out. Told my Chelsea mate Jorgen Strand Larsen got something from Spurs. Yeah, playing well to kind of get a goal today. So you were right about that. You can go back to your mate and be like, aha, I told you. Don't understand the use of subbing Robertson on. Yeah, is exactly what I'm crying about. Yeah, and the second point as well. Kostas was performing well. If anything, we're lacking a creative spark. It makes no sense by Slot. Like I was saying the other day, Robertson's got pictures of Slot with hair. It has to be the only reason. What is his obsession with bringing this guy on? Riff said Robertson playing someone on side again. Oh, Diaz is through. Unlucky. Yeah. It was Bowen. And every defender was playing Bowen offside apart from Robertson, who was like half a meter deeper than everyone else and just played Bowen on. Bowen had a one-on-one which Alisson had to do that thing where he gets wide and he had to save it like that. Snus says, this is why I'm annoyed. We had the perfect defense with Tsimikas. We did. And Tsimikas was playing so well. He wasn't making any mistakes. He looked solid at the back. And he also looked dangerous going forward. So I don't understand why Robertson is on the pitch. And you put in a washed clown that can't play well with the back line. Yeah. Washed clown who's always deeper than every other defender and is therefore always playing the striker on. Again, like we were saying earlier that this is going to be a relaxing second half now. With, you know, we'll just see the game out. But that would be too easy for us. In the last 10 minutes, West Ham have had 2 shots, we've had none. They've had 17 passes in the final third and we've had 7. Next subs should be Chiesa in, Robertson out. Yeah. I'd take Slot in, Robertson out at this point. Why have we like fucked up the defence, honestly? And West Ham almost scored there and it's saved by Alisson. Like the defence was fine. It was balanced. You had a right back on the right and you had a left back on the left. But now we've got a centre back. We've got a centre back on the right. And we've got a washed left back on the left. They're coming back into this game, exactly. Put Arne Slot in, Robbo out, yeah. Put Slot in, put Sipke Hulshoff in, put Ruben Peters in. Put anybody in. Oh, Endo's on the pitch. Endo's on the bench, sorry. Endo could come on. Long goal kick. Ball falls to Gakpo thanks to a Diaz. Diaz has been playing well. Diaz is through again. Oh, again, he made the space, but it was like a cross to nobody. But he's played well this game. He has played well this game. Like, Diaz is playing with energy, which I always like. Ball goes to Kanate. Diaz is on the right hand side. Nice pass that time by Diaz to Kwanzaa. West Ham player falls down. Goal kick. West Ham player's gone down, so nothing much is going to happen. Chiesa's warming up, guys. Chiesa's warming up. They may indeed be light at the end of the tunnel. Chiesa's warming up and Endo's warming up. So there might be some sort of kind of happy ending. Goes to Robertson, who's just going to pass it back. It's not even like a Robertson agenda or anything. He's just like so past it at this point. I don't understand. It's gone to Kwanzaa now. Gone to Gravenberch. Robertson. Gravenberch. Gravenberch, Robertson. Playing it back and forth. McAllister. To Bosley. Kwanzaa, Salah, corner. Uh, Kerry says, awful decision to bring Robertson on. A real liability all over. Yeah. Since he's come on, like we've looked a lot more susceptible, a lot more vulnerable at the back. I really hope he doesn't cost us. Snus says, we only got one more sub. Oh, okay. So Chiesa and Endo are warming up. So I guess Endo's probably going to come on. It's just a corner to Liverpool. McAllister's just going to take it. Lana Streamer says, looking like a big drop-off in quality from Bradley. Just a corner there. Cleared. Yeah, looking like a big drop-off in quality from Bradley and Tsimikas to Kwanzaa and Robertson. The decision to bring on the latter seemed bizarre. It seemed so bizarre. That's why I was crying when I literally saw him bloody warming up on the side. Insane decision, and I got a really bad feeling it's gonna kind of cost us somehow. Pixelated Suits is in the house. Hello, Pixelated Suits. Hope you're doing well. Snus said, Pixel, there you are. Yeah, we were saying earlier that Diaz is playing amazing, so we thought you might be kind of controlling him, but he's been playing really, really well. He's looked kind of very dangerous with his passing, looked very dangerous with his dribbling, always looks a threat. He's beating his fullback a lot as well, so he's playing amazing. So we thought you might be, controlling him. And then we saw like a Google Pixel advertising on the side holding, so we thought you're there in spirit. How's he playing besides the goal? Yeah, as I was saying, kind of very, very good. He's playing more centrally now that Gakpo's gone on, but yeah, he's having one of his best games in a while. Yeah, definitely, definitely amazing. Yeah. Salah got an assist, so 18, 3 more. Yeah. Looking good, looking good. 6 more games after this, so yeah. I think he'll be breaking more records. Oh God, falls to West Ham. Cleared by Van Dijk. Pixelated Suit says, beautiful assist, I saw it. Yeah, the way he can kind of curve the ball around to kind of curve outwards around the defender, but then curve back inwards to come to Diaz is amazing. We were saying like that's something he's added to his game in recent years. Back in the day when he was a lot quicker, he would have just ran and shot. But now that he's a bit slower, which happens to everyone as you get older, he's adapted his game and it really kind of worked on his passing a lot more. Which is kind of nice to see. West Ham bringing some subs on. I've got no clue who these people are. So Soler is coming off. Yeah, we had such a good defense. Then Slot put Robertson on, and we play like shit. Yeah, the defense was stable. Tsimikas was playing well. What's his name? Bradley was playing well on the right hand side. The defense was stable. The defense was balanced. It was good going forward. It was good coming back. But since Robertson's come on, we've looked a lot more kind of volatile and a lot more vulnerable. Oh yeah, can't wait for the Salah Diaz picture after. Yeah, I wonder if it will be in the hot tub or on the pitch. But yeah, one of those two would be man of the match. I'd be happy with either of them, to be honest. It'll probably be Diaz, to be honest, even though Salah's been playing well. I'd probably give it to Diaz so far. Yeah, Robertson needs to just stay on the bench. He's taking a throw in now. Oh my God, he took a throw in and it went out. It went out. It went out from the... What the fuck? How do you take a throw in and your throw in goes out? What's going on? You take a throw in and your throw in goes out. This guy is deliberately testing everyone's patience. Kwanzaa too, just stay on the bench, don't waste that time. Yeah, he's not a natural right back, and you kind of see it. It's obvious. He doesn't look like a natural right back. He doesn't play like a natural right back. That's why it's a bit disappointing. I guess Bradley isn't fully fit yet. So I perhaps understand it to a certain degree that there's no other options. But yeah, Robertson's let the West Ham player get the ball. Thankfully, the West Ham player can't cross. Did you all see Asensio's pens? Nope. But I will check those out afterwards. Were they pretty good or were they pretty bad? Curious now. Multiple as well, so multiple penalties. Yeah, we'll have to check those out. Check those out later, I think. I still can't fucking believe Robertson took a throw in. I said I wouldn't swear, but it's happening. I still can't believe he took a throw in and he threw it out from the throw in. Oh god, okay, only 10 minutes. We're still gonna win the league. Cleared by Van Dijk, throw into West Ham. Saved by Alisson. Alisson taking a goal kick. Goes to McAllister. Ooh, nice pass by McAllister. Almost a nice pass. Nice idea though. Goes to Robertson. Robertson with a pass to nobody. Robertson just passed it back to the goalkeeper. Again, I don't have an agenda. I'm not hating. I'm hating a little bit, but he just kind of passed it straight to the keeper. So, what more can you do? What more can we do other than moan and complain about it? Van Dijk just knocked out Robertson, so I'm quite happy with that. Van Dijk, I think, just kicked Robertson in the head. even Van Dijk has had enough for Robertson. He just kicked him in the head. Oh my god, Van Dijk just completely took out Robertson. He kicked him in the neck, actually. Okay, that's a bit dangerous. Van Dijk has just taken out Robertson, but it looks like it is. It looks like it is Endo coming on. Robertson's. Oh my god, Robertson's still on the floor. I feel bad for hating on the guy now. He might have like a serious injury. He might have like a serious injury. It's not looking good. Ah, he's up. He's up. He's alive. Lana says Robertson can be sold now. He can, but to who? Like, who's going to pay for him? I think inevitably what will perhaps happen is, I don't know if he's got 1 year left after this or 2, but I think they'll just let his contract run down and then... Oh, Endo's coming on for Salah. Okay. To be fair, Salah has looked a bit jaded in the past few minutes. So I wonder... Is Szoboszlai going to go right? Is Szoboszlai going to go on the right-hand side? Or is Diaz going to go on the right-hand side? Well, Diaz could go on the right-hand side. Diaz can definitely play on the right-hand side. I think he's been quite effective there. Because he is right-footed as well. And then Szoboszlai could maybe go up top. And then Endo play defensive midfield. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the formation... Curious to see how the formation changes. Oh yeah, it is that. So, yeah, it is that. So Szoboszlai's up front. Diaz is on the right hand side. Gakpo's on the left. Yeah, so Slot just trying to see out the game. Endo wins a header. West Ham player takes a shot and it goes out. Ipswich has scored. Chelsea have equalised 2-2. Sancho. So they've come back. They've come back from being 2-0 down. Gay McCall said Van Dijk, has absolutely cleaned out Robertson. Gets a big leg up to win the ball and it studs into the neck. Yeah, it looked painful. It looked painful. Like, I'd rather be hit in the face than be hit in the neck, especially with kind of studs. So yeah, it did look it did look kind of painful. Slot just needs to put Robertson in the bag. To get rid of the bag, forget about it. Yeah, just put the Robertson in the bag, bro. West Ham through again. Wan-Bissaka quite high up the pitch. Wan-Bissaka. Oh God! They fucking scored. And the camera's on Robertson. I need to see a replay of that. If that's a Robertson fucking own goal, I'm done with life. Because I've been complaining about the guy. I've been complaining about the guy since he came on. What more can we say? We've been complaining about the guy since he came on. We've been complaining about the guy since he came on, and then he goes and does that. So we weren't like, what more can you say when we're proven right? As soon as he came on, we started crying. Like, why is he coming on? Tsimikas has been fine, and since then, Robertson's repeatedly let his man get in behind, has repeatedly played people onside, and to top it all off, scores a fucking own goal. We don't even derive any pleasure from being correct about it. We've been saying in the chat Robertson is washed. We've been saying Tsimikas was playing fine. Good shot by Diaz there, but just keeper just saves it onto the bar. Robertson on goal. Even pixelated shoots is like, bro. Like, we were moaning about this guy for a reason. When we saw him warming up. And he's been terrible. He's been terrible since he came on. Yeah, exactly. This is why I told you to put him in the bag. Get rid of the bag and forget about the bag. Throw the bag in the river, maybe. Kwanzaa, good header. It's been everyone, to be fair. So quite a few comments. I think Flexi was complaining about Robertson, Gay McCall. Snow said put him in the bag. I was crying when he came on. Because we've seen this. We've seen this happen kind of multiple times in the past. You might be a bit ahead of me, but I like getting good news. Nice goal. Okay, I think Tom Mack is our good luck charm. So whenever we need a goal, whenever we need a goal, we'll just get Tom Mack here. Nice header. I'll stop crying now. McAllister assist. Nice header. Van Dijk got into that spot in between Kwanzaa and Kanata and headed it in. There's still 3 minutes, guys. There's still 3 minutes, guys. So Robertson can fuck it up again. I normally don't swear. I'm normally like really chill. Unless I'm like gaming. If I'm gaming, I swear a lot. But normally with football, I'm chill. But it's Robertson who just completely annoyed me today. But yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for the heads up, Tom. This is why Virgil is our captain, my captain. Yeah, he stepped up when we kind of needed him to. Yeah, nice header as well. Nice header. I do need to get I think for next season's kit, I might get Van Dijk on the back. I think has like Virgil on the back. So I don't have a Van Dijk kit, so I'll need to do that. Snuff says, don't spoil when you see the time up there. It's okay. No problem. I appreciate appreciate everyone. Pixelated Suits says Netherlands and 6 Netherlands flags because that's how happy we were. Yeah, I'm just so happy. I couldn't. I just saw kind of going down there. You're right about that. I need to update the scoreline. But yeah, nice goal. 7 minutes of injury time, so there's still 7 minutes for things to go wrong. Snuff says, tell Robbo to go on the bench. We are 10 versus 11. Yeah, put anyone on the pitch, guys. Like, I was just about to say I got happy when I thought he was injured, and then I stopped myself, and then I said it anyway. Pixelated Suits, put Diaz as left wing back, and he can do better than Robertson. 100%. Put Diaz as left wing back. My grandma actually died 20 years ago. Put her as left wing back and she'd do a better job. Like, Diaz is completely ineffectual. Tom says, nah, Endo's on, we ain't conceding again. Yeah. When Endo's on, you can relax. The game is done. Like, if you see Endo coming on, then you're good. Endo has a way of kind of wrapping up games that nobody else does. We're actually 9 versus 11. Is there somebody else? Trying to think. Let me know. He stepped up and Robbo effed it up. Yeah, 100%. And you could see as well when Robertson scored the own goal how kind of annoyed Van Dijk was. So yeah, he stepped up. What more can you say? Scoreline, yeah, updated now. 2-1, thankfully. Let's hope it stays like this. 4-2, Cunha scored for Wolves. I got a feeling we're gonna sign Cunha next season, you know. I got a weird feeling about it. Cause he's the right kind of price bracket for us. He's the right kind of wage bracket for us, and Slot talks about him a lot. I know some people don't want him. I got a feeling we're gonna sign him. Actually, 10 versus 12. So who's the extra one for West Ham? Oh, you're saying Robertson's not playing for us, so that gives us 10, and then he's the extra one. He's the extra one for West Ham. Could be. Kwanzaa shit on the right, Robbo on the left. Yeah. Oh fuck me! They just hit the bar. But they can hit the bar all they want. Yeah, they can hit the bar all they want. We just don't want it to go in. Yeah, the thing is with Kwanzaa, like I'm willing to give Kwanzaa like a bit of a pass because he's not like a natural right back, but and I feel like even though I think Kwanzaa is horrendous at right back, and even though I get very concerned when I see Kwanzaa at right back, I'm still willing to give him a pass because he's not a natural right back. He's kind of being played out of position, but yeah. Robertson's got no excuse. He's a natural left back. Put Kwanzaa and Robbo in the bag. We need a very big bag. I'm trying to see. I don't have any bags in this room. There's no bags. I'll have to get a bag for next time, and we can put Robertson in that bag. And send them to Saudi. Yeah, I don't think Saudi would want Robertson, to be honest. They take Kwanzaa. I think they take Kwanzaa. I think what's going to happen is Kwanzaa. I think Kwanzaa might go this season. Again, got a weird feeling about it, based on no evidence and based on no insider knowledge of any kind. Just got a weird feeling Kwanzaa's gonna go this season, and I think Robertson's. I think they're just gonna let Robertson's contract kind of run down, and then maybe eventually we get another left back. But yeah, we will get a starting left back this season. Unfortunately, I think Robertson's still going to be the backup next season. But if he continues to fuck up like this, hopefully not. Because he already fucked up in the Fulham game repeatedly. And he's come on for 5 minutes here and he's done the same. Just 2 minutes to go. There's a booking for some West Ham guy. I don't know who that is. We need some real centre-backs and right-backs, yeah. And some real left-backs as well. Oh, it's Vladimir Kufal. Plays for Czech Republic, where I will be going in a few weeks. So I'll see if I see him there. Long free kick. Come on, guys, one more minute. Don't screw this up. He F's up every time he plays, yeah. And it's not even a joke. It's not even an agenda. It's not even like a oh, we don't like Robertson thing. Like, we can literally see it with our own eyes and with everyone else's eyes. Mbappe red card. Wow. Hopefully Robertson can get a red card, and then I don't have to see him again. West Ham long ball up. There's a bit of rubbish there's a pigeon on the pitch. Is that their 13th player? Alisson saves it though. Alisson saves it. Okay, 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds, guys. Do not mess this up in 10 seconds. Oh, ball gone out. Okay. End of the game. We win. 2-1. Not without its heart attacks. Not without its panicky situations. Slot is smiling. The sun is shining off his bald head. Robertson's crying. Salah's happy. Eagerly awaiting the Salah Diaz picture now, as Pixelated Suits mentioned. Yeah. The Diaz Salah and Virgil selfie later will be so good. Will Robertson be included? Hopefully not. Hopefully Robertson takes a picture in prison, because that's where they should send him. You know those mug shots with the tape in the background. You know, where they see your height. That's the kind of picture we need of Robertson. Because he's a criminal. He's a criminal, so it's only fair. But yeah, okay. Good result, guys. Good result. I think we're on 76 points now. Yeah. So 76 points. Arsenal with 63 points, so we're 13 points ahead with 18 points left to gain. We could max out at 94 points, I think. But let's see what happens. If we had drawn that, I'd be like so disappointed. But it's a good result. So I can stop my timer. Pause it then. Yeah, he'll therefore be in the picture in Alcatraz or whatever bloody prison we send this guy to. But yeah, cool. All right, good result. Good result. 32 played, 76 points for Liverpool. 32 played, 63 points for Arsenal. So, in terms of what's next, then, I think there's a mid-table clash. I think there's a mid-table clash in half an hour. Yeah, arrest arrest Robertson right now. There's a mid-table clash in half an hour, so I will be back for that. Right now, I need to eat something because I am starving. But yeah, be back in half an hour for Newcastle Man United. They do this thing to us every week. They did the same thing to us last week. On Saturday, there's no interesting games, and then on Sunday, there's 2 interesting games. So I'm gonna go for a walk outside because my legs are killing from sitting down, and then I'll be back in half an hour. See some of you here.